Morning. We'll just get Facebook on, Bob. Interesting day in the press today. Yeah. The unions just didn't know what to make of that budget yesterday, did they? They are raging. Absolutely raging. So they are. Edit privacy, public. Right, that's Facebook on board. Good morning, all. Good morning, Reagan Elite. And as you can imagine, after yesterday's Scottish budget, the papers are full of the budget today. And some of the right-wing rags in England are fucking raging. Yeah, and I mean raging. Right, let's start off then, shall we? Now we'll get Facebook on board. We get anybody in for Facebook. Let's look to use in. Hi, Thomas Hanlon. Hi, Reagan Elite. Stephen. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Mags. Gingers. You've got snow gingers. 4 inches. Oh dear. Ah, well. Anyway, it's Sunday Truck Davy out the truck and up home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. Hi, Melanie. First of the Facebookers in his office, where it is no bad. A wee bit cloudy, but no bad. 8 degrees. Dry at the moment. Rain in the forecast. So that's the weather for Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like where you are? Look out, your rain bloody windy. Hi, Zuni. Anyway, as I say, first up this morning, we have the Scotsman. So let's see what the Scotsman's got for us. Have a way. No. Going to be that one. No, that one. Where the hell did the Scotsman go? Well, I'm afraid I don't have it. Anyway, the Scotsman goes on. SNP vowed to end two-child benefit cap. This was a clever move by the SNP. A very clever move by the SNP. It sort of blindsided Labour. So it did. So Labour have been outflanked twice now. One with the winter heating, restoring the winter fuel payment for pensioners in the next year, and of course removing the two-child cap. Sarwar's been left swimming in shite, and it was funny to watch. But what's even funnier to watch is Sarwar vowed that he would bring back the winter fuel payment, but he's voted it down 3 times in the Scottish Parliament now. I wonder how he's going to take this budget, and I wonder how he's going to get away with voting this budget down. I wonder how the public sector workers will feel if he votes this budget down, because they'll not get their pay rises. But, as I say, Labour will find a reason to vote against this budget. Mark my words. And the other thing about the two-child cap thing, in order for the SNP to pull this off, they require the Department of Work and Pensions in London to give them the information. And you can bet your boots that we'll see the full viciousness of Labour as they drag their fucking heels and getting that information to the Scottish Government so that they can alleviate the pain that the Scottish people have been suffering here for fucking years needlessly. Alright, so there's also an increase of £1 billion to councils to actually keep the council tax rises down. And then, of course, there's an extra £2 billion for the NHS, taking the funding to a record level of £21 billion, a third of the Scottish budget. And, of course, folks, we'll get merry this afternoon when David and I do an in-depth into this budget, but I even got a fucking tax break when I asked them to clobber me. I'm getting 30 quid a year more in my pocket, thanks to this budget. And it won't even cost the Scottish Government a penny. Why won't it cost them a penny? Fiscal drag, guys, fiscal drag. You all get whopping fucking pay rise in the public sector, bang you up a tax bracket. That means they're into the Scottish budget. Marvellous. Davy gets a tax cut. Even though Davy doesn't need a fucking tax cut. I tell him to whack me. So I'll tell you what, councils, on you go, hit me. I'm good for a ton a year at least, councils. 10%, hit me. Because the Scottish Government just gave me an extra 30 quid in my pocket that I didn't need. Public services could do with that money. So go on, hit me up, councils. John and Shona didn't hit me up. I'll let you do it. Come on, North Lanarkshire. Whack me. I want it. I want better public services. I want more money in your coffers. I want my bins emptied more regularly. I want my fucking back court sorted out. You want money, council? Come and get me. The Scottish Government's just give me fucking plenty. Huh? Right, the record has £2 billion budget day boost for NHS. Their main headline, SNP scrap the cap. As I say, that will only happen if Westminster cooperates. And I don't think that shower of shite down that road are going to cooperate. Because you can bet your boots that that's snivelling little shite Sarwar up here in Scotland will find a reason to vote this fucking budget down. Right, the Metro has Robinson's Scottish budget bombshell. 2-child cap scrapped. So it will only happen if the Department of Work and Pensions hands over the information to the Scottish benefits system. Will they hand it over? Will they? Don't know. Will they hold on to that information for as long as possible so that they in their next budget can scrap the 2-child cap in England? Because basically all the SNP's done is put pressure on Labour in London to scrap this cap. And if that pressure works out and they scrap the cap in England, then the people of England will have the people of Scotland and the Scottish Government to thank for it. But the move will lift 15,000 children out of poverty here in Scotland, which is great. The Herald has, we'll put this one up, I have it. I know I have it. Right. The Herald has ministers to reform legal aid in 18 months. Vow follows the Herald series. That's another one of these newspapers that claim that they're responsible. That they're responsible for it. You know. So it is. Another paper that claims to be responsible for forcing the government to do anything. Not as though. Investment in the legal system has been required for quite a long time. There's extra money coming into Scotland at the moment because of spending in England, because the legal system in England, Wales is on its arse. So the Labour government in there has been forced to spend. That gives consequences to the Scottish Parliament. Now, the Scottish government didn't have to spend it on the legal system. They could have spent it in anything they fucking wanted. But it appears they are going to fix the legal system as well. Right. The eye has. We'll put the eye up. What's the book? Well, just from the Scotsman. Here we go. The eye has. Robinson pledges to end 2-child cap to lift 15,000 out of poverty. We'll make it a wee bit big and we'll get the sub-headlines as well. SNP promises to ditch pernicious 2-child benefit cap in direct challenge to Scottish Labour. Finance Secretary says policy will be reversed as early as we can in 2026, but charities warn poorest families can't wait. They're fucking tough. What Robertson actually said, because I've got her statement here, folks, as you'd expect, I don't do bollocks. I don't get rundowns in the papers and things like that. I go and get the actual document, the actual statement. Other budget measures include £2 billion funding boost for health and social care and freeze to income tax rates. Local government to receive extra £1 billion, as Shona Robertson insists there is no reason for big council tax hikes. And budget faces stiff test at Holyrood as neither Lib Dems nor Green commit to supporting it. But we'll see if they don't support it. We'll see if they don't support it. But as I say, folks, I don't go for the bollocks in the paper. David and I will get into the budget later on the Two Davies show. But Where does Davy get his budget information from? Budget Statement 25-26 of Scottish Parliament publication. It's got the whole bloody statement right there. And it's a long read, folks. But Davy doesn't get it second hand. Davy goes to the horse's fucking mouth. So you know when we're talking about this afternoon, when we're giving you an analysis of it, we'll be giving you our honest opinion based on the actual budget statement and no the bollocks in the papers. Okay. So, where are we? That was the I. Aye, she didn't half rip him a new one. Hey. Does it say so? 15,000 more children to be lifted out of poverty. I think there's a rise in the child uplift here in Scotland and all. So between the two measures, we should see about 500,000 children lifted out of poverty here in Scotland, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, the Telegraph has, well, the Telegraph's no chuffed, is it? We'll put it up. You know, some of the papers, the English publications published in Scotland are fucking raging this morning, and I mean that. They are raging. Here we go. The Telegraph has SNP tax cut an insult to workers. An insult to workers. We didn't need a fucking tax cut. We were already better off than people in England anyway. And new Davy, who's on over 30 grand a year, gets an extra £30 a year in his fucking pocket. If you're earning £30,300 a year in Scotland, you're actually £30 better off a year than we could be on the same income in England. That's not including other measures like the fact we don't pay for prescriptions. We have cheaper council tax. We don't have road or bridge tolls. We have cheaper railways. And Davy's just been needing another £30. Thanks very much. I didn't fucking need it. So, you know, the English rags are raging this morning. Absolutely. And apparently giving me a tax break was an insult to me. Funny that. I've never had a tax break called an insult before. So Davy's better off. But Davy was better off anyway. I live in fucking Scotland. My council tax is only £1,000 a fucking year. I'm £30 better off. I was better off anyway. But I'm now £30 even better off because of the rate of income I make. A fucking wonderful budget. But as I say, the publications in England are no chuffed, did they? Because it doesn't have to make the idiots in Westminster look fucking worse than what they are. In fact, it doesn't. It actually shows them in the light of what they are. Right, the National has. Let's put the National up this morning. I can't wait to get to the Telegraph. I can't wait, to get to I can't wait to get to the Daily Field. They are fucking raging. The National has. Majority will be better off in Scotland. Budget special. So the National's got a budget special gone. 60% to benefit from living in Scotland versus other parts of the UK. And by the way, just so that you know, people were screaming that people would flee Scotland because of higher tax bans. Actually, inward migration for the rest of the UK's fucking 30,000 people last year moved to Scotland for better services and better living standards. Anyway, two child benefit cap acts. Majority of workers set for tax cut. Record NHS investment. Offshore wind investment tripled. 34 million extra for culture. And boost for inter-island tunnels. Mega budget. You can see why. Westminster Labour Tories are raging. Right. And the Sun, that's fucking raging and all, but I don't put the Sun up. Fuck Murdoch. Better off budget blasted. in for a penny, in for a pound. So I think, according to the Sun, we're all raging to have had a tax break. We're all raging to be better off, according to the Sun. We all want to be fucking hungry, cold, and miserable like our neighbours next door. We want to apparently keep our children in poverty because of the neighbour next door. Fucking Murdochnes, right? Better off budget blasted. A budget that makes us all better off, and according to the English fucking hate rags, and that includes Murdoch, we're all disappointed. We all wanted to suffer more austerity and more fucking poverty, apparently. Wow. Mental. Or a Daily Fail, I'm looking forward to putting this one up. So, we see the fucking headline in the Fail today. Talk about desperate knuckle-dragging fucking idiots. Oh, you've got to love the Fail. Here we go. We see this. Scottish Daily Fail. SNP no-ho-ho budget. More broken promises on the NHS. Actually, there wasn't any broken promises. They were told they would get record funding. They got record funding. More cash on benefits. That's right. We've improved the safety net. What's the problem with that, you fucking Tory bastards? More council tax rises. More council. That's the worst one of them all. For those of you watching in England, for 11 of the last 13 years, we've had a council tax freeze here in Scotland. A freeze. That's why we're using all paying fucking a couple of grand a year down there for your council tax. Davies only paying a grand for us. Because it hasn't been up. My council tax over the last 10 years has only been up 20 quid. And that was the 1 year we didn't have the freeze. We put it up at 20 quid. So that one, more council tax rises. We haven't had we've only one council tax rise in 13 fucking years. And for Davy here, it was only 20 fucking quid. What an absolute. Oh, by the way, a risable tax cut worth 30p a week. Ah, that's right, mate. That means I'm 30p a week more than your fucking shower of shite down there in London. And apparently the budget's a turkey. The budget was a fucking blinder. Best one we've had in 17 years of SNP fucking leadership here in the country. A mega budget. You see, everybody gets a pay rise. Massive pay rise. Meaning no need for tax increases because the fiscal drag, thanks to the fuckers down in London, means the Scottish government's got a wad more fucking money. Because they're keeping the base rate fixed till 2029. The Scottish fucking government's raking it in on income tax. That much, they're raking it in that much to be like, here is a tax break. These fuckers are complaining about it. Ah well, you don't like it, move to Scotland. We don't mind, come on. We're a welcoming people. Fucking Daily Fail, man. But that one's the best one. More council tax rises. There's only been one council tax rise in 30 fucking years. One! Sorry, in 13 years. One council tax rise. Mental. So I invite North Lanarkshire Council to smack me with a 10% rise. I can afford an extra £120 a year considering I haven't had a council tax rise for 11 out of the last 12 years. Or 11 out of the last 13 years, but with one rise in 13 years. That fucking stupid rag. Mere council tax rises. Should ban that fucking publication here in Scotland. As I say, the Daily Fail are absolutely raging. You know, the people in England are looking up here and going, what? Oh, by the way, just so you know, not just did we keep university tuition fees free, well, we even increased spending in higher education by 3.4%. Fucking brilliant. Aye, Julie, just think what we could actually do with the whole of the Scottish budget staying in Scotland. 88 billion down, 93 billion down, 61 billion back to run the country. Imagine what we could do with it all. plus the tax revenues from North Sea oil and gas, which we don't see a fucking tosser from. And then, of course, there's all that money which gets raked out of Scotland by renewables. Because as it turns out, we're sending it to England and they're fucking selling it to Europe. So, there we go. Let's have a look what the Times has got for us a day. What's the Times got for us a day? Shouldn't be hard to find, I think there are many papers left. There we go, the Times. What's that got? SNP take on Labour with budget giveaways. No giveaways, it's just spending. And by the way, I also heard the shite on the radio yesterday about the Scottish Government having a black hole in its finances. You know, and we've been getting told this repeatedly for the last wee while now. SNP black hole, SNP black hole. Here's a legal fact for the stupid. It's illegal for the SNP not to balance their budget, so they can't have a black hole. By law, under devolution in the 1998 Scotland Act, the budget must balance. So all this shite about black hole in SNP budget, SNP finances, it's impossible, folks. It's impossible and it's illegal. So all this shite about 1.5 billion black hole in SNP finances, it was never there. It was bollocks. But SNP take on Labour with budget giveaways. All they're doing is spending their budget. That's what it's there for. So it is. That's what it's there for. Now, what's the star goat for us today, folks? So, Unrag's raging. People of England will be looking north and going, what the fuck? My kids don't need to pay university tuition fees. There's no prescription charges. They're better off. They're better living standards. Lower council tax. The people doing that road must be pulling their fucking hair out. I don't know why they haven't marched on Westminster yet with their pitchforks and fucking flamethrowers. Because if the Scottish Government can do it on a fixed budget, when they can actually print money, then you get to realise it's cruelty what they're doing to the people of England and Wales. Sorry, England especially, because Welsh has its own parliament. What's happening to the people of England is fucking cruelty, because if the Scottish Government can do all that on a fixed budget, and Westminster can print money, what's the fucking problem? What is the problem? Right, let's see what the stars go for today. You think it'll cheer us up? I think it'll be funny? Let's have a look, shall we? I always like the star. And this one is a cracker. This one is what the star's for. They really should have seen it coming. Psychic summit axed due to unforeseen circumstances. Ah, yeah, dancer. That's the Daily Star for you. They really should have seen it coming. Ah, brilliant. You could not make that up. The stars are bloody. You've got to love this star, so yeah, you just have. As I say, so, folks, the main topic that David and I will be covering this afternoon, as you may well expect, as we did with each budget, we'll have a look at the budget. And as I say, you're not getting any bollocks out of me. You're not getting any lies. You're not getting any misinformation, because I'm getting it there. I'm getting it through the horse's mouth. This is the Shona Robinson's budget statement transcribed for the parliamentary records. So all the information you get will come from this. Okay? Because we don't do bollocks in the Two Davies, we do our homework. So we'll go into the budget in much more depth this afternoon, but I have to say, folks, it was a blinder. It was a fantastic budget. Raising children out of poverty, better health, and social care. Social care, they don't even have that in England, for fuck's sake. Where they do have it at councils, it's in better off councils, and it's a bit iffy. More money for social care, more money for higher education, and rolling out free school meals to primary 5 to primary 7, more breakfast clubs in schools. It was an absolutely fantastic budget, folks, and it will be good for the people of Scotland. It will not be good for Labour. Because the people of England and the people of Scotland can see how fucking cruel they are. And the way they treat the people of England is fucking horrendous. Horrendous. You would think it was their money. What people go to keep in their heads is, it's our fucking money. It's no their money. It's no Westminster's money. It's no the House of Lords' money. It's no the Bank of England's money. It's fucking our money. And the Scottish government believes that our money is for making the life of our people better. If there was only such an ethic in England, Well, as I say, that's it for the new guys. We're back at 4 o'clock to get into this budget in depth. As you can see, I've got the budget statement in front of me. I am reading it. It's a fucking long document. I'm about halfway through it, to be fair. I downloaded it yet last evening because I wanted to be able to give you facts this afternoon when it comes to the budget. So we'll see you at 4 o'clock where David and I will have a wee bit in-depth analysis in the budget. I look forward to seeing you then. And as you all know, or anybody that's on Facebook knows, yesterday £250 went to the Western Isles Citizens Advice Bureau, who run a food voucher scheme and a couple of food bank schemes up there in the Western Isles. So that's where the other 250 went. Next week, David and I will be giving the rest that's in the bank account away to the food banks. You see, we're just short of 1,200 quid. I think it's like 40 quid short of £1,200, but I'll throw that in the pot myself. Because, well, we do throw in the pot as well. So I'll make it up to the 1,200 and three baby banks will get 400 quid a pop next week. Alright? Now, as I say, we'll see you this afternoon. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And if you live here in Scotland, it was a great budget. It was a really good budget. Fuck me, it just made me even richer. While lifting the people round about me out of poverty. Couldn't ask for any more than that for your government. You just couldn't. Catch you later. I'll go and schedule tomorrow morning's programme. Bye for now.